So welcome to Let's Talk Cars. Let's have a little catch up in the week, what we've been doing. So first thing is we're off to VVS. We are dropping the Aston Vantage S there, and we're going to have the wheels redone by Lepsom's. It's going to be in a beautiful bronze. We bring up a picture, a bit darker than the last ones we had. I went for a Lamborghini bronze on the first ones, but I would like it a little bit darker, so it's going to go over there today. I'm following Dan. Dan's in the Aston, so we'll be out there. They're going to get that collected, hopefully Friday, and then next week I'll be able to see them alloys on the car, and then that'll start to really come together then. So the look of it, we've had the grille arrive, suspension next week, seats, and then we can get on with the next stage with that. But yeah, I'm really excited about that car. I think it's going to look fantastic. I love that dark blue on the Aston. Right, the next bit that's been happening is collecting cars. Obviously a huge fan of collecting cars. I love their website, and I've decided to put the M3 AC Schnitzer with them. I did have it for sale. I did have some buyers early on. I made a bit of a mistake. A guy really wanted to buy it, but I'd had another offer from another guy, and I said, no, I'll stick with this guy because he come first. And then he then went quiet, and then the guy who did want it bought another car. So anyway, I thought, right, let's put it on collecting cars. So the M3 AC Schnitzer, that is being cleaned at the moment by Next Level Detailing. We'll bring up some pictures of that now. They're doing that car now. Then we've got Jess, Supercar co-pilot, coming over to do the photos tomorrow. So we get that all clean, really good photos, put that on collecting cars, and then I'll take you through the process of that, how that goes, how the bidding goes, how quickly we get paid, what happens, customer collecting the car, that type of thing. So it's the first one I've done, and I'm actually looking forward to doing more of my cars on there in the future. I think it's very good for sort of specialist cars, and I think like the Schnitzer one is a specialist car. So yeah, that's going on. The next bit, we saw our Caterham for sale on Auto Trader. So I don't know if you've seen the video on that, but we had a 1 of 60 Caterham Super Sprint, which I really enjoyed, and should have driven it a lot more really, but we used it at events like Goodwood, and it's a really stunning car, 1 of 1. So that's up for sale. We'll put the advert up now. I think it's about 30,000 now. He's done 800 miles in it. I hadn't done many at all, so he's really enjoyed it, but I think he wants a change. So yeah, I was sort of in two minds. Do I buy it back? Do I not? I think the only problem I've got is that where I am, there's lots of deer, and I'm not overly keen on the windscreen situation, that type of thing. So I think I probably won't buy it back at the moment, but for someone, I think it's a great car, and I love the colour that we've done, the Golf colours. It was a Watkins Glen, as I say, 1 of 60, but the only one in that colour. Next update, Bewl Water. We got an F40, my favourite car. Should have bought one all them years ago, but there'll be an F40 there. We've also got a GT8, so I sent a message to the GT8 Owners Club, and we've got a GT8 coming along, and it's in a fantastic green. It's actually the green I would have on a GT8 and an Aston, a bit like what we're doing with the CTR Vantages. So I'm really pleased to have that coming along. And Bewl's going really well. I've got some great cars there now. And as I said before, I don't want huge amounts of cars. I want it that you could go there, take a picture, not too many people around you, but also not too many cars jammed together. So I think that's going to be a really good day, actually. I'm really excited by that, and it's come round so quick. Say 29th of May, almost a week Sunday, and we're there. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Another update was I was in Munich last week for the solar convention. Really enjoyed that. We're pushing on with the solar company, but also just how they're looking at garaging and solaring with the panels on the top and in like a tiled finish. So as I said before, I think the long term, I see that these garages will have a solar, you can plug it in to some sort of battery setup, which I saw some really good batteries there now, some great lithium ion technology, and then be able to charge your car. So like I said before, I thought electric cars were going to be free, and they're not going to be. They're probably going to be almost really the same price as using a petrol car in the long term, because everyone's putting up their prices, but also when you go out to charge as well, that price is high. So I think solar setups have got to be the future, because you can harness that sun power and then get that energy, not, you know, pretty much for free into the vehicle. Obviously you've got to pay for the setup, but I feel like you might end up with, you know, 3 or 4 electric cars that need solar to run them, and then, you know, you've got a huge saving across a fleet. I was also looking at like commercial setups, whether, you know, for businesses where they're offering their staff power to charge their cars as an incentive or whatever, that might become less if the price of electricity goes up. But it could also be a benefit, because if you could have solar on your commercial building and then push that out, one, you could earn a little bit of money from it, but you'd have a great perk for your staff. So I think I'm going to do that. I've got 4 sites I'm going to do, but I was thinking what a great perk for the staff if they could have an electric car and charge it for free. So yeah, I really enjoyed that conference. Going to go to another one soon. But yeah, there was some, I put up some pictures of, there was a Porsche Taycan with a sort of a little modular building, and then there was a Polestar setup. These were sort of 7 and 11 kilowatt setups, but you could go to 22 kilowatt, which is, you know, really fast charging, which is where I think it needs to be. So wrapping up the week, we had Martin at Studio F. He has got a fantastic setup there. He's investing a lot of money, making it really good. And I said to him, look, use the Subaru WRC, use the 22B, do what you need, and it'd be great for me to have photos and videos of both cars together going forward. So he done that. I don't know if you've seen it on Instagram, but yeah, they're absolutely stunning photos. And the setting he chose, this old, like almost like an abandoned warehouse setup, and that all went really well. But I haven't seen all the video stuff yet, so I'm waiting for that to come through, because he said he'd done a few little handbrake turns in the WRC. And he did phone me before to say, Richard, can I do that? I said, that's fine. I'm sure you won't be going as fast as Burns would have. But yeah, I'm looking forward to those videos and seeing that. And also catching up with Martin again. He's coming down soon. Try and get prepared for Bewl to see that 22B with that WRC car. If you're heavily into the Japanese scene, I think it's going to be a really epic place to do photos. It's very rare you get both of them together unless you're at sort of a museum or something. There can't be that many people with a WRC and a 22B. So yeah, really looking forward to that. So yeah, I'll keep these videos going, try and keep you updated every week with what's going on. There's always stuff going on, and I'll see you again soon.